All right, and that should be up and or running. And dancing it forward a little more, still on the workers' rights with the among this COVID-19 coronavirus business. I swear to fuck, I want to fucking do a little search and look and see, like, can I be a guinea pig for a vaccine? How much are they paying niggas to guinea pig these vaccines? If that's a chunky chill, like, basically, if it is more than what I would get at, like, for however many days they need you there to be a guinea pig, if it's more than I would get for spending those same days at the factory, oh, I'm fucking there. I'm so there. It's like, fucking inject me with all the shit. I've guinea pigged before. And when I was about, I think I was about 15. Yeah, I think I was just about turning 15. I guinea pigged before. Company called Northwest Kinetics. Some shit. I didn't give a fuck. Like $200 fucking dollars. You know, but this COVID-19, that might be a bigger check. Nigga, I'm poor and I got a gangsta-ass immune system, nigga. I'm up for it. So, again, with these websites, like, this coronavirus shit is, as far as, like, show notes and segment producing, taking me to places I've never been before. So here is eater.com, right? You'd think I was a fucking a foodie of sorts. So on eater.com, and the article is up here by, looks like Jaya Sazena is what this name appears to be. Jaya, I think that's Jaya, and Saxena, I think that's Sazena, I think. And it is a running list of chains providing and not providing paid sick leave. And looks like we're going to be saying that name again. McDonald's paid sick leave on COVID-19. 14 paid leave days to employees that require quarantine, but only those who work at the company's corporate-owned stores. Over 90%, the Business Insider website said 95% specifically, of its stores worldwide are operated by franchisees. And notes that franchisees, while required to adhere to state and local sick leave laws, are considered independent business owners, but somehow McDonald's still makes money off them. Why are they independent business owners if they have your logo and their checks are cut by you and you get a cut of their shit? What do they own? Get the fuck out of this mafia gangster shit of capitalism. The McDonald's Corporation can recommend sick leave policies to its franchisees, but according to the company, the franchisees do not have to implement them. Domino's Pizza Pie, Domino's. In a statement, the CEO, Rich Allison, says the company will be expanding paid leave for full and part-time hourly employees of our company-owned stores and supply chain centers during the outbreak. However, Domino's says, here we go, 94% of Domino's stores in the U.S. are franchise-owned, so the policy will cover very few of its employees. Now let's take a look at Yum Brands. All right, Yum Brands. I remember I was briefly hired by them on my way out of the foster care system. I was at one of those things where they were just really starting to get this KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut mix. So KFC, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut will continue to enforce their already strict procedures around illness reporting and restaurant team members, and are requiring sick employees to self-quarantine. The company, like a sick employee, you require self-quarantine. If you're requiring them to just not be at work, then they can just not have on their work uniform and come in as a patron and sneeze all over everything in the lobby. All right. So required to self-quarantine. The company will also be paying any employee required to self-quarantine for their regularly scheduled hours, but only if they are employees of a corporate-owned restaurant, not a franchise. However, Yum Brands said it would encourage our franchise partners to take a similar people-first approach. Why don't I get a number with Yum Brands? Let me see. Yum. Let's see. Let's do a little searchy poo here. Yum Brands. Percent of franchise locations. Let's take a little try to find something else. Try to learn together. Franchising in real estate. Brand system opens over 8 new restaurants per day. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, that is fucking ridiculous. Alright. Let's see, bizjournals.com. Yum Brands to be more franchised and focused. Whoa. Hey, whoa. What the fuck is that? More franchised and focused. And this article is from 2016, October 11th on bizjournals.com. And they noticed I'm using an ad blocker and don't want to show me the website. Yes, I'm using an ad blocker, fuckstick. So let's see. So the Yum owner of the KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut brands has been planning a spin-off of its China division, ironically, for last year, and it's almost complete. The China spin-off, which will create a separate publicly traded company that will operate a master franchise in mainland China, and it will take place October 31st. Yeah, so as I move through this, I'm not seeing something that's just showing me a ballpark percentage of how much of their locations are also franchise, and fuck them franchise niggas. Fuck them franchise niggas, nigga. All right. Well, let's go back to this article on eater.com. Whole Foods. That's Jeff Bezos. Whole Foods announced that all team members diagnosed with COVID-19 or placed into quarantine receive up to 2 weeks of pay. Amazon, which owns Whole Foods, has also contributed an extra $1.6 million. Essentially, the change CEO Jeff Bezos has lost behind the couch. That's not me, that's Eater.com. I didn't say that part. So essentially, change Jeff Bezos has lost behind the couch, and that's going to the team member emergency fund. So I don't see anything about franchises there. Starbucks already offers its baristas sick leave. Now the cafe chain, is extending its catastrophe pay program to those employees affected by the pandemic and will offer an additional 14 days and 16 days of paid leave to anyone diagnosed with COVID-19. Anyone with prolonged contact with someone who has been diagnosed or anyone at heightened risk of contracting it. Darden Restaurants. Okay, this is another one of them ones. So this company owns Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse, and Capitol Grill, among others. And they will provide hourly employees up to 7 paid sick days. Apparently there's a place called And Pizza. Okay. And Pizza, that chain has announced a comprehensive benefits package for all employees, which includes raising the hourly wage by $1 whole, expanding sick leave to new staff and those catering for the other family members, 14 paid sick days off to staff diagnosed or in direct contact with someone diagnosed with COVID-19, and free pizza to all employees. The company will also be providing free pizza to all hospital workers, doctors, nurses, administrators, cleaning staff, all brace medical personnel directly confronting this challenge. That's right, folks. Free pizza. So everyone, remember to wash your fucking hands before you just go in grabbing a goddamn slice. I swear to fuck, as a blue collar worker, I fucking am so tired of free pizza. Like, especially like, man, and I like pizza pie, but my metabolism ain't what it was. Plus, I'm lactose intolerant, so it's like free uncomfortable bowel movement tomorrow. All right, Chipotle, very brief, very short. The company offers employees 3 paid sick days immediately upon employment, but employees are claiming the company has penalized them for calling in sick. That's the whole thing. And there are several more, and I mean really a lot. What you got? Dunkin', Grubhub. And these are chains without paid sick leave. So Dunkin' basically said, nigga, fuck all y'all niggas, including the very few that actually work directly for the corporation and not franchisees. And I gotta wonder if, like, franchisees, if that's one way that you can have more, like, undocumented workers, you know, and it basically takes them off the corporate, what is that? Liability. If it takes that off a corporate liability to have more franchisee employees and shit like that. All right, but they also have Kroger, Wegmans, Walmart. In a press release, Walmart says its associates should stay home if they are sick, and that we will waive our attendance occurrence policy through the end of April. If an employee is tested positive for the virus, they will receive up to 2 weeks of pay. All right, so just thinking about, like, again, back to us, and I've mentioned in a previous segment, Phoenix Calida is definitely staying away from the shit as much as possible. Quite frankly, I think she probably shouldn't even open mail, right? Like, are fucking post offices being hella sanitized right now? I think post offices, mail trucks, the mail carriers bag that the ones on foot, I guess the ones in trucks too have a bag, like all that shit. FedEx trucks need to be getting sanitized. UPS trucks need to be getting motherfucking sanitized. I mean, we already know buses, right? Those fucking you know those vans that you see just zipping through traffic, those Amazon, what is it, Amazon Prime Now? Those vans that be zipping around, those motherfuckers need to be getting sanitized, steering wheels and all. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna make that a separate sort of thing. I'm gonna make that a separate post. That needs to be talked about. But but Phoenix Calida, she severely needs a new cellular telephone. She had an error. She accidentally, a couple years ago, this was, oh shit, man. Oh, geez, I think this was late 2017. And she was making the bed, and she had a smart device on a breakfast tray near it. This was back in the apartment. And a cup of water near the smart device on the breakfast tray. And the phone case she had was like an open face phone case, and the water fell on the phone case and just killed the smart device. And so she got it replaced, and they gave her what we can pretty much tell is a shitty refurbished device. And that thing be putting itself on mute. So for a lot of shit, like she'll only be able to access the internet through Wi-Fi, but not through like just the telephone service, even though we pay for that. You know, and so she really needs a new smart device, especially considering a lot of her work is digital, it's mobile, you know, and she's working with Swap now, trying to get that promotion. But, you know, even if she doesn't get the promotion, she's still working with Swap. She needs a dependable smart device. And she does not want to go into one of those stores and get one because it's fucking scary. Because she wants to, you know, you're going to touch the counter that everyone touched. You're going to touch smart devices and get a feel for them holding them in your hand that everyone else has already touched. So, like, literally, Worked the overtime hours at the factory, busted ass, did the podcast, got some change together, and literally have money set aside to replace her smart device right now. And not doing it. Phoenix Cleaner is afraid, reasonably so, if you will. And that's kind of shit that's going down. So right now, Phoenix Cleaner is using that fucked up smart device and trying to make it work out. All right. And yeah, we have a GoFundMe up, but I haven't shared it because, literally, right after I made the GoFundMe, it was a lot of folks need help with this coronavirus. So it's how do I make a GoFundMe for our, upgrading hardware for the wine cellar when folks need medical help and help with groceries and whatnot? So I think what I'll do is, instead of just posting our GoFundMe, I'll keep posting memes to social media, and I'll link it with the memes, and maybe somebody will click it and help out, maybe not. But it seems like I'm just not comfortable posting it by itself, And we did donate to something ourselves, helping out folks, doing what we can, just like you are, doing what you can, yo. All right, winecellarmedia.com, patreon.com/winecellarmediafund, where we do have 2 things uploaded, Patreon early access just now, very recently. Matter of fact, before this hits the socialized feed, this is going to Patreon early access and whatnot. All right. And we always have paypal.me/PhoenixandWilliam, but we really do need to do a $2,000 fundraiser for hardware. Yeah, microphone, laptop shit. And it's and I look at the prices of things, and the reason why I want to raise $2,000 for it is because got to get warranties on shit, and the warranties may cost a dime or a nickel. All right. Thanks for holding it the fuck down and checking us the fuck out.